Hey everybody, Gary here again with another video on the Divergent Comics channel. Today I have I'd say pretty fun video for y'all to watch. We're going to be ranking the Marvel Disney Plus shows. It's not going to be just me though. I actually have a guest that I will introduce in a moment. And we're going to go over our personal rankings of each of the 7 Disney Plus shows, starting with WandaVision all the way up through Ms. Marvel. And we're going to talk about like where we put it, why we put it in a certain spot that we put it in, and our overall thoughts of the Marvel Disney Plus shows. So everyone stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. But I'm here with Harley. We're going to be talking about the Marvel Disney Plus shows. We're going to be doing a full ranking from WandaVision through Ms. Marvel. Before we get started, Harley, kind of tell us about some of your favorite Marvel characters and I guess your favorite Marvel movie.
Ooh, okay. I would say probably my favorite Marvel movie is going to be Ragnarok.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
I think it's the rewatchability of it.
Yeah.
Because I can put it on. Yeah, I can just put it on, put it in the background, and I don't have to pay much attention to it. Favorite Marvel characters? Just in the MCU or like
you can go to the comics. Give us like maybe 2 or 3.
Okay. I love Wanda, just because she's a bad bitch, you know.
Facts.
And then I know it's weird, but I love Squirrel Girl.
I haven't read much about her, but I've seen a few of her comments. They look pretty fun.
Yeah, so I love her. But And then Loki would have to be another one that I really love.
Okay, I can get with that. Those are all really good options. Squirrel Girl, though, that one is one I'm gonna have to look into a little bit more because I've seen a couple of her petals and some of her covers and things like that, and she seems pretty fun.
Yeah, I found her just very randomly at a convention, and I was like, "Ooh, who is that?" And she's very different, very out there, not something that you would see.
That is true. Well, we'll go ahead and start ranking our Disney Plus shows, and what I'll do is we'll start from our worst or the one that we don't like the least, or the one that we like the least. So I want to do a double negative. The one we like the least, and then give our reason why it's ranked at the bottom, and then we'll go from there. So we'll kick off with you. What's your 7th ranked Disney Plus show?
So I put What If
We're
as my number 7.
Yeah. Video pulled out about people now. What If at the bottom?
I don't know. It wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm ready for the next episode every week.
Okay, I can understand that.
I did like the stories that it told.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just wasn't capturing me like the rest of them.
I can understand that. What If seemed more like an anthology type thing where they were just going over different characters and just setting up stuff as, like you said, a what if type of scenario. Plus, I think the animation style was really kind of off-putting to some degree. So I can understand why that would be that 7 for you.
What did you
my
put?
7th one is actually going to be pretty, I feel like it might be a little controversial.
Okay.
Mine is Moon Knight.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the idea and the concept of Moon Knight.
Okay.
I actually started reading some of his comics before the show came out to kind of get a feel for him. And I feel like they captured the character really well. But my issue with that show is just the story. It moved from 0 to 5 in like 4 episodes. And then episodes 5 and 6, they just like put the pedal to the metal. And I couldn't get with that.
So it messed it up for me.
Yeah, I would say I agree. The pacing of it was very sporadic. Like, okay,
Right.
we're slow here, but not.
Right.
What's going on? So I can see that.
Yeah, if they would have made that show 8 episodes, I feel like it probably would have been in my top 2 or 3.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
So what's your number 6? Since you got What If at 7.
Number 6 was Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah. Hawkeye. It started my TV and movie review stuff.
Okay.
But it seemed a little too grounded for me.
I can understand that.
But it's definitely something you can watch with like the family.
Right.
And I
definitely
like
has
that.
that family feel to it.
And I like that we don't have a whole lot of things that like every age could watch, you know.
Right. Yeah, Hawkeye does that, and the family vibe that you get with Clint, and then the almost buddy cop type of feel that you get with Kate and Clint really works. It's funny because Hawkeye is my number 6 as well,
Okay.
and it's for that very same reason. It does feel really much more grounded, but I didn't like, and it goes back to my issue with Moon Knight. I didn't like how they tried to rush the ending of Hawkeye. I feel like if they would have added maybe another episode or two to kind of flesh out some of the storylines that they kind of sped through, it would have been much better.
Yeah, and I wish we had seen more of Kate and Yelena in it.
Right. That they were perfect.
Yeah. I feel like that was like really the only thing that was missing for me was just more of that.
Right, because they really just threw Yelena in. I want to say like episode 3. Towards the end, and it was just like she was then just like maybe not even a C story, like a D story in the entire show from that point forward, and it was kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So what about number 5 for you?
This one's probably going to be the one that makes people hate me. I put Falcon and the Winter Soldier for number 5.
Actually, that's reasonable. I can understand that.
And the only reason why is that I've never been a Bucky stan. I've never been a Sam stan either.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't even watch it when it first came out. I was like, I don't care about these characters.
Interesting.
They can wait. But I was like, when you started talking about doing this, I was like, dang, I'm really going to have to go watch it now.
Yeah.
And I did, and I actually enjoyed it. Just wasn't my favorite.
Sounds like your dog is disagreeing because he keeps barking there.
Yeah.
He must have liked it. But yeah, I can understand that. I will say that the biggest issue that I had with Falcon and the Winter Soldier was just the fact that the story and the villain just was uninspiring. And the sad part about it is the only reason why it was so uninspiring was because of COVID. I don't know if you know this or if anyone else knows this, but the whole purpose or the whole plot of Falcon and the Winter Soldier was changed when COVID hit. And so they pushed it back to being after WandaVision so that they could change up the plot and the story. Yeah, so it was kind of a letdown, but I can understand why you have it at number 5.
Yeah, and I kind of agreed with the villains, like, reason why they were doing things.
Right.
And I like a villain that I can agree with. But it was just like, okay, and like
yeah, that's how I felt the whole time. I completely agree with that. Oddly enough, though, Falcon and Winter Soldier is not my number 5.
Okay, what is?
My number 5 is actually Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the show. I can definitely rewatch it. I really enjoyed the characters, and they even had some really fun action pieces throughout the show. But my issue with Ms. Marvel was just the story. I don't understand what they were trying to tell with it. like I get it was like an origin story for her, so it fits, but I don't understand. And maybe it's just me. And if anyone has any objections or whatever in the comments, they can just let me know. But I don't see what they were going for with her outside of trying to introduce this character and potentially introducing mutants into the MCU.
Yeah, yeah. I agree on a lot of that. Um, I'm gonna say I put her at number 4 for me.
Okay, that's not bad.
Um, and the thing is I loved all the characters except for Kamala.
What?
Like I liked her, I enjoyed her, but I loved everyone else. Everyone else in that show made the show for me.
Interesting. It's the opposite for me. I loved all the characters. I'm definitely a huge Bruno fan.
Mhm.
I feel like he was an amazing addition to just the show and into the cast. But Kamala, like, she stole the show for me. I love Amon. I love her portrayal of Kamala.
I think she
And I
did
fell
very
in love.
good.
Yeah,
And I love Amon. I love everything that I've seen her in interviews with.
right.
I don't know. I loved her brother in the show
Yeah, her
though.
brother was great.
And her dad needed some more love. Like
He did.
he was great. Um but I do say that the storyline of that was a little complicated
It
too.
was.
It's like, okay, you're a clandestine that nobody's heard of, but you have a bangle.
Right.
Now you're a mutant. What are you? Like,
Right. And I feel like they were trying to go around, and like you said, it was very complicated. It went around a complicated way of trying to show that she's not inhuman, which I'm okay with because who really cares about the Inhumans?
right,
There's like maybe 4 fans out there.
right.
But I feel like if they had just spent a little bit more time truly, and maybe when we get season 2, they'll kind of dive into that a little more. But if they had spent a little bit more time just giving us a better understanding of what that clandestine mutation type of situation is, then I think I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah. And I've had to like look up videos on like who are the clandestines because
Me too.
I've never heard of them. And even then it was like, oh, they're a group of people that kind of have these abilities. And then it's like, but you
Yeah.
never hear about them again. And it's like, okay.
Right. They're like the Inhumans, except for very much less popular.
Yeah.
But since you gave us your number 4, my number 4 is actually What If.
Okay. Why'd you put it so
Um,
high?
so for all the reasons that you put it low, I completely agree with. But the last 2 episodes was really, really solid. The way that they tied everything together and brought them all together like a Universal Avengers type of thing,
Hmm.
that was really good to me. And then, what is it, Infinite Ultron? I really enjoyed his portrayal. So that really made it hard for me to put it lower than the others.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for watching part 1 of the 2-part Marvel Disney Plus show series. Stay tuned as we drop part 2, which is going to give our rankings for shows 3 through 1. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and let us know what's your idea or your rankings for the shows. And hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn the notifications on for when the next video drops. Thank you.